Hello, my name is Barbara Lewis with Singing After 40. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about that awesome song, Happy Birthday. And I'm going to give you 2 tips about how you can easily sing it much better. I'll be back in just 6 seconds. See you soon. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, like them, and leave a comment. Thank you. Tip number 1 is to learn the song a little bit better. But wait, I know that you know this song, but there's some tricky parts in it. And once you've seen it in a certain way and heard it with a little bit of explanation, you're going to sing it better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sheet music right here, and there's some markings on it that will show you where the tricky spots are, and I'm going to play it. So you're going to listen and you're going to look. And after that, I'll be right back. One more time. Look, listen, and enjoy. This song is getting easier by the second. If you're still here with me, great. It means you watched that twice, and that gives your musical brain a lot more information. Even if you don't read music, it doesn't matter. In my experience with students who don't read music, when you put sheet music in front of them and you play the melody, it's another way for your brain to make sense of the melody that you're learning. Now, this is a very simple, but still tricky melody, so seeing it on the written page is really important. And if you do read music, if you do have quite a lot of experience as a singer, still doing this kind of work with a simple melody is important because it keeps tuning up your ear. So I'm going to go very quickly through the intervals that are a little bit tricky in this melody. I just want you to hear them one more time, then we'll go on to tip number 2. Here we go. There's the 4th. 1 step higher, there's the 5th. There's the octave, the biggest leap. Now we leap up here, but it's an easier leap for many singers. So you have the 4th, the 5th, and the octave. Most of us are pretty inaccurate when we sing this song, and it's a great song because it's so simple to tune up our ears. I'll be back in just a moment to do tip number 2, and it will be short and sweet. Tip number 2 is about that octave. Dum bum ba da, which, if the song has been started too high, can sometimes put you into the stratosphere, and it's very hard to sing. So one thing you can do is you can start it lower. So maybe instead of where I've been playing it, which is in the key of C, a lot of people can sing there, but it might be a little easier, a little bit lower. So if you can choose, start kind of low. And then remember this. So if I was to sing in the same speechy kind of voice that I'm starting it on here, happy, happy birthday, and I pull the speechy feeling up higher, it's kind of like a shout, ay, 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 and you end up coming out of the crowd with a great big sound if you have a big voice. Better to always think of that top note as being in the thinner kind of sound, in the headier kind. Happy birthday! So you just switch the feeling that you have there. Happy birthday! Some people might be able to do it in chest voice, but it's better if you think, okay, I'm starting a little higher, so I'm going to sing that top note lighter. Happy birthday! Instead of happy birthday. Of course, you can do that. It's kind of funny to watch. It's a little bit hard on the throat. So that's tip number 2. That's it for a happy birthday song. It's making a big deal out of such a small song, but it's a tricky song, and it's a great song to tune your ears. Keep tuning your ears, especially as we get older. It's so important. Tune your ears. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.